In a world where tales spun with magic and ancestry chart paths across distant lands, destiny often weaves unexpected threads to form bonds stronger than steel. Such was the birth of the adventuring party known as the Concord of Eternus, a coalition of unique souls brought together by fate's unwavering hand. Their meeting was etched into the chronicle on a vibrant day in the market squares of Meliathora, a bustling town renowned for its convergence of cultures and ideas. It began with Ute Huber, the charming tiefling storyteller who had taken center stage amidst a gathering crowd. Her tale of a mysterious archfey, peppered with enchanted illusions, rippled through the market air. Each word seemed to shimmer, holding the audience spellbound, including Theo Ironmane, the Leonin wizard, who watched from the fringes, captivated by her artful weaving of magic and narrative. Across the square, Celine Bearpelt, the ingenious beast-hide shifter, was absorbed in a performance of a different kind, showcasing her marvelously intricate clockwork toys. Her creations marched and danced upon stalls, drawing curious eyes, among them Egnor Ironleaf, the charismatic sea elf. His knack for noticing the irregular and extraordinary guided him to Celine's booth, where curiosity tethered him beside her. Amidst this tapestry of sounds and spectacles, Vex Lightrunner, the kobold bladesinger, quietly observed from the shadows, her eyes darting between the vibrant exchanges. Thrusting herself between stalls, she noted the harmony of voices and movement, unfolding with potential new colleagues and companions at every junction. As dusk approached, Ute's performance reached a crescendo, marking the tale's climax. A ripple of applause and gold coins followed her escape towards the tavern, where Theo soon joined, thirsting for her repertoire of stories. Meanwhile, Celine found herself embroiled in a light-hearted barter with Egnor. His quick wit and sly smile lit up a conversation about sea races and wild tales of rogue celestial beings. Her empathy noticed what others did not, the nuanced softness in Egnor's humor, forged by first-hand experience of tragedies, yet shielded by misdirection. Meanwhile, Vex had sought a quiet corner in the same tavern, sipping an herbal brew as she absorbed the atmosphere. Her attention shifted to Ute's and Theo's animated exchange, the thread of storytelling drawing her near. Venturing over, she shared her tale of the Sylvalan Forest's ancient magic, enthralling them with her bladesinger's rhythmic sequences that seemed to dance across the conversational table, energized by free flow. Destiny took its weave further when the town's alarum rose amidst the flowing entertainments. The local guards, flustered and short of hands, begged for brave souls to aid in subduing a band of marauding beasts that had charged through Meliathora's gates, spurred by some dark force yet unseen. The call to action stirred the gathered crowd into motion, with chaos burgeoning from alleyways and stalls. It was amidst this encroaching turmoil that Ute, Theo, Celine, Egnor, and Vex found themselves standing side by side, drawn together by the gravitational force of shared potential and purpose. The unlikely quintet watched as Ute spun a desperate plan aloud, her tale leadership inciting a deliberate response. Theo cast potent shields of magic to protect the townsfolk, his spells borne aloft on words of power inked freshly upon his magical tome. In tandem, Celine's mechanical constructs danced forth with precision and agility, weaving between the rampaging creatures to disarm their menace with artistry. Egnor, recalling the ordinances and of local law intertwined in his lessons, took to strategic ground with his bow, unleashing arrows to disable with skill forged in watery shadows, combining deception with expertise. Meanwhile, Vex moved deftly across the battlefield with her sword as an extension of her will. Flowing, protective enchantments spun around her form to assail any savage approach driven toward her newfound allies. The lent rhythm of her words amplified each blade's movement with innate symbiotic energy. Though they had barely known each other for mere hours, their synergy turned the tide, and before long, the threat was quelled, the town saved. As gratitude flooded over them, an unspoken seed of camaraderie took root, a partnership forged not just for utility, but in mutual respect, curiosity, and shared journeys peculiar to each. In the days that followed, and the bonds deepened beyond mere defense, they chose to travel together, seeking not just adventure, but a collective ode to the stories they each loved to tell as one. They called themselves the Concord of Eternus. vowing to embody tales of hope and unity wherever their paths led, across lands unknown and through scrolls yet unwritten, in the unison of diversity spun by adventure, distilled by destiny's loom.